Pretty sure we just lost the whole stream. But, hey, whatever. We're back. There we go. Hey, we're back. Hey, we're back. And we're back. Looking at doing the crypto live news with our NPR voice. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Bearable Guy. What is your question, man? I didn't even see your question, Bearable Guy. I think the stream was frozen, so the whole stream just froze. We lost everything. We lost everybody. We're back. Hey, we're back. What's up? Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. Hello, hello. Cheers. Cheers. What's up? Welcome back. What up? Yo, yo, yo. Welcome back. Hey, how's it going? Hey, we're still here. The stream crashed. The stream crashed, but we're back. We're back. Feeling good. Hey, what's up? What was your question, Bearable Guy? Bearable Guy 321 said I've been skipping his questions. Tell me more. Ticket to the moon, bro. I feel you, man. I feel you 100%. I feel you 100%, dude. At these prices, it's super hard. Honestly, to be 100% honest with you guys, I have a bunch of big choices ahead of me. I have a bunch of big choices. I have to decide if I want to put all my, time and energy into getting a new spot for myself, or if I want to just take all that money and travel, or do I want to take all that money and put it into crypto? It's a big question. It's a really big question. Very blurry. Yo, what's up? First to hit the like button. That's right. We need to start again. We started the stream over. Hello. Hello, hello. Bring up your low end. Stop playing around. What's up, everybody? Thanks for joining us. It's Crypto Live with Kung Fu. We had a restart. We had the stream fall off and come back. What's going on? How far will the waves go? How are you going to be the voice if you can't stay online? No big deal. What's going on? Crypto, ride or die. First invest, then travel. What's up? What's up? Yeah, possibly. Possibly. Always travel. Good morning from Tahoe. What's up? Hey, what's up, fam? Cheers. Should we just start a whole new stream? Should we just start from the beginning? Let's do a different stream. Let's do a whole different stream. Let's call this one what should we call this one? Let's talk about this SBI thing. Put this SBI Ripple XRP is the easiest way to remit money to India. SBI NRI customers. All right, let's do this again. What's up? How's it going? Cheers. Welcome to Crypto Live, Crypto Morning Stream. What's going on? No more freezing. Okay. Thanks for responding. You bet. NPR stream, go. Good morning and welcome to Crypto Kung Fu. I like to talk about yoga, movement, breath, Kung Fu, crypto, life, refinement, all the things, photography, videography. Let's talk about it all. What is going on? Cheers, cheers. Good morning. I had a beer and now you look blurry. Well, maybe check the resolution. Maybe check the resolution. This time last year, I was buying houses with profits. This year isn't as good, but still made some money. Yeah, that's true. Last year at this time, people were cashing out. People were cashing out a lot. People were cashing out a lot and making some good gains. And if it's, if it's just the money that you were hoping for end of year to buy Christmas presents, I hope that works out for you. I'm not sure. There's definitely a lot of people I think that you recognize. There's a lot of people that had a lot of expectations for short-term returns, and I'm not sure how much we can even say that we even know yet, right? It's the 15th. It's the 15th. We got about 2 weeks left in the year. I think people were talking about end of year. They're like end of year. They're like the 31st of December, man. I'm telling you, 31st of December is when it's happening. And I was like, okay. The R3 settler app, the R3 settler app is the first. I think the R3 settler app, the Remit app, goes live on the 1st. And this is, again, one of the biggest enterprise solutions that's going to be utilizing XRP that's not Ripple Labs. So Ripple, not the only people using XRP. XRP, again, being now really more of a commodity to be used by anyone that knows how to develop on top of it. R3 launching their settler app, R3 Corda settler app, going live January 1st. January 1st, right in there as the same time frame that we expected some type of movement or price. We talked yesterday a little bit about how the SEC has to either recognize, one, that, well, R3 has to recognize if there's no clarity with the SEC, that they're probably either going to be, one, not using it in the States, or they're going to be using the run and gun approach, which means that they don't care about the lack of clarity for regulators. They're just going to start using it and look and reactively turn back and pay whatever fines or repercussions they have. This, again, is something that we see a lot with innovation, like those scooters that are taking over. I just watched the video on Vox about those Lime scooters that are everywhere, and I made a video. I made like a vlog on my channel where I went and tried the Lime scooters and just rode them around. I rode them around Mueller Park. That whole scooter thing is interesting right now. Those scooters are being dropped. If you wanted to kind of just like chat about that for 2 seconds, if you wanted to let me run on that. The scooter thing is interesting. People are complaining about how the cities aren't built for scooters like that. But if you look into the history of the automobile industry, originally the cities weren't for automobiles. In fact, the roads were just for walking. Most people were walking, or there was, carriages and wagons in the road. Usually a lot of people walking in the road. When cars became a standard, or when they were really showing up on the market for the first time, there was all these accidents where people were getting run over. And there was a discussion about banning cars from roads. And what the automotive industry did was they decided to band together and create legislation that instead made it illegal to walk in the roads. So they made it illegal to walk in the roads because roads are now for cars. And they actually created a whole kind of like campaign to like smear people who walked in the roads by calling them jaywalkers, which at the time a J was like a derogatory term. So if you don't want to be a jaywalker, you don't want to do that. That was a term they created for that. So, and what that did is it kind of shaped the it shaped the design of our cities. Our cities are designed around automotive transportation now. And so if you look at these scooters as a possibility to refine the blueprint of our city, the footprint of our city, then yeah, maybe they're okay. Maybe they're fine. But as of right now, thinking about, yeah, we want maybe the ability to travel short distances without our cars, right? Just to go down a few blocks to the coffee shop and back. It's great for a scooter. That's really a good use for the scooters. The problem is that now people are trying to make them illegal. People, the city or the automotive industry or anybody is trying to like say, whoa, we don't know about these scooters. This is not what we want. And in fact, I think in Michigan, I might have been wrong about where I just made this up, but it could have been Michigan, it could have been Washington, somewhere. And somewhere, Bird or Lime decided to drop these scooters, and they just dropped them overnight, right? They just showed up on the streets overnight. So if you guys don't know anything about them, you can just walk up and use the app to unlock them, and then you drive them around and you just leave them wherever. So they're kind of a nuisance, but they're also really useful. The paradox: bigger the front, bigger the back. But in Michigan, they called up the scooter company. They're like, yo, Lime, you can't put. Michigan has like some law where they don't let them. For some reason, the law basically prevents them from being able to drop scooters. They called the company and they said, yo, you can't put these in the streets. It's illegal. And the company said, don't care. They said, we don't care. And they just kept doing it. That's the run and gun approach. It means that there's going to be legislation that they're breaking. There's going to be regulatory red tape that they're breaking, and they don't care because they're offering something to the market that they know is going to be received well. In fact, it's going to be so well received that they're going to end up just paying. They're going to pay the fines after the fact because they've already achieved the market. They've already held the market. So long story short, this whole rant coming back to XRP and R3, is XRP a strong enough use case? Is XRP revolutionary enough? Is it a big enough innovation that companies are going to start running and gunning with it? Is there a run and gun approach to XRP? Meaning that is there going to be a point where R3 just says, you know what? No one's made a decision, but we're going to go ahead and just start using XRP for what it's for. And there might be a point where that is it's a time frame that we're in. We're waiting to see what that means for R3. Maybe they just don't use the remit services in the United States. It seems like for remit services to be effective, you'd want to have all the different markets available to you, all the different corridors available to you. So that's a big thing to think about. What's happening on the first? Is there R3 innovation coming through with their run and gun approach? They're just going to use it. They don't care about regulators. Are there other enterprise solutions that are doing the same thing? Are there other enterprise solutions that are kind of like looking at the SEC as a barrier for people who aren't really in that level? Like because if you're in the worried about the SEC level, you're probably not going to do a lot. Like you're probably not going to change the world in any way. Not a big paradigm shifter because you're just waiting for clarity from the SEC. If you are already pushing that boundary, then you're fine. You're like, you know what? We're a huge enterprise solution company. We're just going to do it. We're going to run and gun it, and we'll just pay the fines later. No big deal. Yeah. And Meowgi, thank you so much. Meowgi, was that you that dropped that link to the bill yesterday? Was that you that dropped the link to the bill? Meowgi, thank you so much. Cheers. I appreciate it. The bill in motion that they're talking about is clarity for virtual currencies and what that means and the guidelines that they're talking about. So yeah, there's a possibility that there's an announcement or clarity coming through at the same time as we see their launch. Oh, it was Grind. Grind, where are you at? Grind, drop that link again. I didn't save it. I need to drop that link and I'll tweet it out. And then that's kind of like how I save things sometimes is I just tweet them and then I have it forever in my Twitter feed. That was Grind. Ah, man, Grind, thank you so much for dropping that. But yeah, the bill proposed right now for clarity about the virtual currencies and what that means for the United States. Yeah, I just mentioned it was clarity in motion. Yeah, Meowgi's right. Meowgi's right. There is clarity coming. But it might also be, we don't really know who gets access behind the scene for what's being discussed away from the consumer market. Maybe there's an agreement. Maybe there's some type of agreement reached between these parties. We don't really know. There is clarity coming. There's also the possibility in my mind that they run and gun. They're just like, woo, we kind of know what's happening. We don't really need clarity. We're just going to do it anyway. And yeah, the SEC is only the United States. The SEC only offers clarity and regulation for the United States. So it's not going to be a big thing if it takes a little bit longer, I think. Because a lot of the big corridors they're seeking right now, well, the ones that Ripple is pushing are Saudi Arabia and United Emirates and India and Brazil and Japan. So like all those big areas remitting between each other, there's no United States in there. There's no United States. They don't even need to have it, honestly. Eddie Money, thank you. With multi-hop, we only need one bank in one country with regulatory clarity for RippleNet to take off. Eddie Money's right. Eddie Money's talking about the multi-hop feature that basically was announced a month or two ago. I don't even remember. The multi-hop feature is a big move, and I think it's kind of confusing as to why it's such a big thing, but that's big. It's really big stuff. Multi-hop changes the game. Multi-hop changes everything. Multi-hop changes everything. Cisco says oh, I just read multi-hop, but I meant to say Cisco says bird scooter companies all over the U.S. I wonder how they deal with losses from theft. You know what? The people in Austin were so mad about Bird for a minute, they were throwing them in the river. They were like throwing them in the river, which I get it. You know, I get it. If you're upset about a scooter company coming to town and dropping scooters all over your city, maybe you're a little bit irked. It doesn't mean you should throw them in the river. It doesn't mean you should throw batteries that leak toxic chemicals into the Colorado River. That's not what that means at all. That's not how that works. That's not how any of this works. So we put this up as the title of the video. So we're just going to go back through it. If you guys were here for the first stream before it crashed, that's okay. We'll just chat about it for a minute. The SBI, this is on Yahoo Finance. This is not on Bitcoin News. This is not on Cointelegraph. This is not on Ethereum Circle Jerk. This is on Yahoo Finance, talking about SBI Remit. And you guys know SBI Remit is one of the partners listed on the front page of Ripple.com. So there's SBI Remit right down there. We know SBI is a big promoter or supporter of XRP. And we have this article that it doesn't mention XRP at all. It doesn't mention XRP even once. And the reason why is because the people that are using this don't care about how it works. They just want it to work. It's like, I could think of a million bad analogies, you know what I mean? But it's like it's like the chip processor for your phone, you know, like how much are you worried about the internet you're on or the chip processor you're on? You're not. You're worried about the actual consumer experience, right? The user experience. And so this is the article highlighting that it's basically the best way to send money hassle-free. This is what the article says. SBI has yet again claimed that NRI remittance services to be hassle-free. So NRI customers are non-resident Indians, so people that are sending money back to India that are non-residents. That's why it would be remittance, because it's exchanging, you know, between different currencies. And here's the list of their examples of the services they offer: SBI Instant, SBI Rupee Instant, SBI Express. Again, this one, SBI Instant, it takes a time span of 2 hours. So they're talking about in association with the exchanges or banks in Bahrain, Kuwait, Saudi Arabia, UAE. This is why these are going to be effective and work, and this is why they're going to work. We already have commercial grade enterprise solutions being built for XRP to be used, and they're not talking about XRP. They're just talking about how it's going to be used and why it's useful to the customers that are using it. And that's what we're expecting to happen. Even if you were to think about that happening for Bitcoin, eventually for Bitcoin to become useful and have a high price point, there's going to be people that need to start being able to use it that don't even know they're using it, right? There has to be some degree of the scalability and efficiency for the ledger to be able to provide service and structure for those that don't even want to talk about cryptocurrencies. They don't even want to talk about digital assets. They just want to have their money sent to their family back home. And that's, again, what we're looking at as a use case for this, the first emerging use case for this ledger that we've been talking about for a long time. And again, they're not talking about the token itself. They're just talking about the use of it and what it offers to the market. That's good stuff. That is great stuff. Thank you so much, Miyagi, for finding that again for me. Where is that? Where did I just open it to? Let's see. There it is. Dun, dun, dun. This is awesome. Super awesome. Thank you so much. This is the bill we were talking about yesterday, the HR 7224, the promote fair and transparent virtual currency markets by examining the potential for price manipulation. So this is the clarity we're waiting for. This is exactly what we've been talking about, thinking about, asking about. Where is this happening? How is it going to happen? Good stuff. Good stuff. So this right here, the sense of the Congress. Virtual currencies could have a significant effect on the economy. Regulation of them may be important to protect investors, deter bad actors, create market certainty. That's what we need right here. Market certainty. That's a big one. Market certainty. And ensure American competitiveness in an evolving global marketplace. So recognizing they can't pretend like this isn't happening forever. They need to take action. They need to be part of this innovation. It's big stuff. And there's the PDF of the bill. Thank you so much, man. What up, what up? Hey, you're back. Cheers. Israel's largest financial service company, GMT, partnering with Ripple, says Beg Faradi. If BOA uses Oracle's database systems, they don't mention it in ads. Exactly. Totally. Cisco gets it. Yeah. So if Bank of America uses Oracle database systems, they're not going to be mentioning that, right? They're just, Bank of America is just looking at marketing to their consumers, and they're not going to be marketing to their consumers like, look at this technology we're using, if that's not something that's going to incentivize them to be part of the Bank of America, right? It's about marketing. It's all about marketing. That's real legit, real legit. Oh, you guys couldn't even see what I was looking at. You guys couldn't even see what I was looking at. So here it is right here. The bill that we're talking about, HR 7224, the bill proposed. We're just talking about that for a second. It looks like, who was that? Beg Faradi just dropped this. Israel's largest financial service firm, GMT, to its network. Ripple adds Israel's largest financial service firm, GMT, to its network. So Ripple strengthened foothold in West Asia. Wow. So GMT, Israel's largest leading financial service firm, has spread an outreach of 250 branches across the country. It specializes in local and international remittance. Interesting. Local and international remittance services, medical insurance for tourists and foreign workers. So according to this announcement, the decision came after a long and precise process by Ripple. While Ripple has added a prominent partner for GMT, this partner is prominent as it would help GMT in designing global financial system framework. That was a weird sentence. Weird sentence there. So designing a global financial system framework and sophisticated values of the technology, GMT is joining companies like MoneyGram, American Express, CIBC, Earthport, Ak Bank, and many more who are already authorized to use Ripple's platform. So with GMT under its belt, Ripple has over 150 partners from various regions of the world. These partnerships are the reason XRP has been able to topple Ethereum and become numero uno altcoin. So they're calling it the #1 altcoin, which means that I guess it's right behind Bitcoin. Right behind Bitcoin. So what is this? GMT, Israel's largest financial service firm. Just looking at how much, I was trying to find how much remittance volume that they actually have, an estimated amount. Looks, I can't find it right there. About to drop below 100 billion total market cap. It's kind of crazy. Hey, hope everyone's having a great morning. What's up, everybody? Cheers. What's up? What's up? I'm still here. Hello, plow. Oi, oi, pew, pew. Plow, plow, pew, pew. Yes. Oh, okay. Hey, this partnership's establishing GMT's place at the forefront of Israeli fintech. It's allowing us to work side by side with some of the leading companies in the world. There you go. That's exactly what it says. True that. True that. Not much, just keeping up with all the news and info from everyone. Honky! Let's hit a honky. Let's hit the Lion King. Oh, that's so da chicka billy low. Oh no. This site's not even here. Here's GMT's website. Money transfer Advanced financial services, the perfect choice for your money. GMT, get to know your personal area, available to you for you anytime, anywhere. Send money abroad, pay by a credit card from the comfort of your home. Visit a GMT branch and complete the payment. Watch your actions history and check the status of your previous transaction. How much money do we want to send, guys? How much money? Let's send $1 million. $1 million. Let's send it to France. I'm gonna send $1 million US to France. Let's find out what's happening. Well, okay. I don't know what that says. I think it's backwards. Is it backwards? It looks kind of backwards. Let's see here. Google Translate. Let's find out here. You deserve a service that you want and need. We're right here for that. Transfer money, interested in Forex, the financial world interests you, join and stay up to date. Okay. Is there like a fee? I wanted to see how much it would cost us to send it. It says under construction. Hello. Anthony. Hello, Anthony Anderson. Hey, remember me? I went to kindergarten with you. Dude, don't play around. Don't jump in my live stream and start talking crazy, bro. Anthony Anderson, if we went to kindergarten, then where did I go to kindergarten, bro? Tell me that. Where'd you go to kindergarten, guy? It says under construction. Yeah, I can see it says under construction with the image here, but I was kind of hoping that it was going to work or do something. Hey, Fu, when XRP goes up in price, it says, let's say $100 each. Will XRP be divisible so you can buy partial XRP, or transactions are accurate to the penny? Hey, G Ragu, that's a really good question. Each one XRP, each XRP token is itself 1 million drops. So if I were to take an XRP right now, even at 30 cents, 1 XRP is 1 million drops of XRP. So each one, like if you put a 1, can you guys see this? Yeah. If you put a 1 XRP anywhere, there's always the point, and then there's 6 decimals behind it. So Bitcoin actually has 8 decimals behind it, and XRP only has 6. But it means that each 1 XRP is 1 million drops. So each 1 XRP potentially has 1 million drops of XRP. And that's why I thought it was so cool whenever I first started playing with the XRP tip bot, I would send like 100,000 drops or 10,000 drops to people. Or I'd send people a full XRP or two. Like if I would meet them on the street and talk to them, I'd be like, yo, let me send you an XRP. And then I would tell them like, look, that 1 XRP is 1 million drops. So you can send your friend like 10,000 drops. And they'd be like, so I can send my friend under a penny? And I'm like, yes, you can send your friend under a penny in value. And these microtransactions are basically what is really kind of one of the highlights of XRP's use case in my mind. I know we talk about moving big amounts of money a lot. People talking about like, oh, it's going to be really big for moving huge amounts of money, but it's also really big for moving small amounts of money and effectively, meaning that you can actually have cost efficiency for moving something as cheap as 10 drops. It's still cost efficient to send it. If you try to send even $1, even if you try to take $1 and send it somewhere, it doesn't make sense because it's not cost effective. You end up spending more money. You ended up spending more money to send it than you did actually to get it there. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't make sense. It costs too much to send $1. It costs too much to send even Bitcoin. It costs too much to send it. It's not worth it. And so XRP even now has 1 million drops per XRP. So yes, if when XRP goes up to $100 each, let's say, then yeah, each one of those drops will be still divisible and sendable and still worth the value, for whatever micro amount it is. So you can always buy like 10 drops. You can buy like 100 Satoshis of Bitcoin, just like you can buy 1,000 drops of XRP. Probably you can't buy 1,000 drops of XRP right now because it's just too, just no one's going to sell you that. But good stuff. Good stuff. Kelly Slade asks, will everyone need to have 20 XRP in their accounts? As of right now, even if you're using your Ledger Nano S, every account that's created on the XRP ledger has to have a minimum of 20 XRP in it for it to be open. For it to open up and for it to be a usable wallet, there is a minimum requirement of 20 XRP. And sometimes people complain about that. They're like, man, that's horrible. I don't like that. Because it's so cost efficient and because it's such an efficient ledger, there has to be some kind of anti-spamming prevention. And that's their anti-spam prevention. Like the anti-spam prevention for Bitcoin is really kind of like built into the cost of it. It's cost too much. If people want to spam the network, that's fine. It's gonna cost them money. Because it's so cheap to send XRP, and it's because it's so efficient. If they don't have a minimum like that on the wallet, then it becomes really easy for bad actors to kind of flood the system with micro transactions that don't do anything other than bog down the system. And that's what we call spam or scams or like spammers, I guess. So to prevent spam transactions like that, they have a minimum wallet reserve of 20 XRP for any wallet. If you put it on your ledger, if you put it on your phone or whatever, minimum have to have 20 XRP just for the wallet to open and for it to be there. So yes, that's how it is now, and they might change that. They might change that in the future to where the minimum is less. If and when the XRP price goes up, they'll probably they'll probably refine that or change it. Good question. Good question. Thoughts on 30? I have 21. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, I have 21 XRP too, so I'm hoping that they change it to where it's like 1. If it's a 1 XRP requirement, then I'll have 20, and I'll be set. I'll be ready to go. I'll be popping off. That's true. That's a good time. Hopefully they'll change it so we can get those extra Zerpers out of there. That's what I want. That's what I'm waiting for. So we saw these big transactions coming through. People are talking about that. There's some notifications out there about Coinbase trying to, this is one of the big things that came out, Coinbase letting people cash out instantly to PayPal. Seems like they're just trying to stay relevant. I don't know. We put up this yesterday as well. Ripple potential is basically X3. Ripple potential times 3 is R3. R3 just has a bunch of customers, and they have a bunch of use cases, and they have a bunch of people that are not, like, they have already existing customers. And since they have already existing customers, there's a chance that they're going to be maybe right out the gate be used a lot. Right out the gate being used a lot. FYI, Cebos, the guy from Swift, says that they have 11,000 clients, but 280 of them make up about 80% of their business. So if we have if we have some of the right ones, we may have more of a pie than it appears. That's true. And then Tyler Donovan said, I'm believing that we have a good number 1 of tier banks on board and a large number of 2-tier banks. So thinking about this happening, it's coming through. It's happening. It's happening for sure. We put up this yesterday. XRP giveaway. So we're giving away 100 XRP. All you have to do is retweet and comment in the thread. There's some new merch up, some new XRP merch, and we're giving away 100 XRP. All you have to do is retweet and comment in the thread, and you get a chance to win. We're also giving away a Ledger Nano S, and we said we'd give it away in stream, and then we forgot to announce it. We just had all kinds of stuff going on today. And I also wanted to do a video where I talked about where I looked at it and reviewed it, reviewed mine. And then we're going to send out this one that's like not even opened, ready to go. Some people said, like, don't send it from us. Don't send it from you. Send it directly from the factory. It's too late. I have this one. If you guys want a different one, it's too bad. So I think we're going to do that tomorrow. We're going to do a review video today talking about how it works so you control your private keys. And then we'll do that giveaway tomorrow on stream. We'll just be like, yo, who wants it? And we'll give it to one of you guys. Maybe I'll just, maybe I'll just sell everything I own and wander the earth like the original Kung Fu. like the Kung Fu Michael Caine. Yeah. You know what? Riley Coyote, tell me more. Riley Coyote just popped in and dropped $5 per bank times 300 banks, $1,500 XRP. I don't know how you're getting your math, bro. I like it. I don't know how that makes sense, but I like it. $1,500 XRP. Ooh, just kind of like, I mean, whew, just feels good. I mean, if cuss crypto, when XRP goes to $1,500, bro, and you're traveling the world, you ain't a hobo. You're not a hobo if you're holding some Zerpers at that price. Woo! You're not doing too bad. I tell you what. So every wallet address burns 20 XRP, never to be seen again. No, that's actually not true. XRP Pacific is asking about the 20 XRP minimum for the wallet, and we're just talking about that a second ago. So to put context around the 20 XRP minimum, every wallet on the XRP ledger needs to have 20 XRP minimum to be opened, but it doesn't mean it'll be never seen again. I would like to think of it as like a forced savings account. I have a couple different wallets. Like when I was building my Codius host and when I was playing around with like multiple wallets, I basically put XRP into a couple different wallets. And so I have a bunch of wallets that just have like 20 to 30 XRP in them. So I can't take out the other 10. I can't take out the other 30. I have like 20 to 50 to $100 and like $100, not $100, 100 XRP in a bunch of these little wallets that I can't do anything with. I consider them savings accounts. I consider them like a form of savings accounts because they do hold that XRP forever until they don't. Until they change the minimum of the wallet. So right now, yes, they're stuck there, but they're not stuck there forever. That's something that can be suggested and changed from the community, from the actual core developer team. And when they decide to do that, I think would be when the price of XRP goes up enough to where they decide to make it 5 XRP, and then it'll release the other 15. And then you'll be able to send the other 15 out and it'll just hold the 5. But I think honestly, we might not expect that to happen anytime soon, because in order for it to be 5 XRP, they would probably need to guarantee some type of time frame where they could look and make sure, you know what, it's going to stay above this price point. This seems safe. It seems safe to lower it to this minimum because honestly, they probably don't want to change it and then have it go up or down too much. So, hey, you know what? That's a great question. That's a really great question. So yeah, they're not stuck there forever. They can be seen again once they're released from the wallet minimum. And when that's changed, I'm sure we'll all know. It'll probably be around the same time. It'll probably be the same time that we see the price increase drastically. Good questions, man. Good questions. What's up? Woo! Booyah! Crypto Sifu, thank you so much, man. Thank you. I appreciate it. Oh, it's not going to read it. I was like thinking it was going to read it. Thank you so much. I hear that gling sound. I love it. Thank you, man. Soaring like a bird. Kung Fu, booyah. Kungfunerd, booyah. What's up, everybody? Chopping through, doing the thing as we do. You know. Thank you so much, Meowgi, for asking Bill what he was talking about. Bill, we're happy to have you in the chat, man, and we're happy to invite you to take part in the conversation. If you actually have a question or if you actually want to be, to offer up why you think XRP is not great, then please put those ideas out there. Here's an idea, etc., etc. Throw that out there, Tell us more. Tell us why you're doubtful, and we'll happily have a conversation. Thank you, Meowgi, Meowgi and Great Pate. You guys teamed up on that. Thank you so much. You may be able to sell the wallet to someone else if you can get the $20 XRP out. If XRP is $100, the wallet could be worth something under $2,000. Yeah, that's true. You could do that. You could sell your wallet maybe to someone. You could send it to someone. JT Marks just put up an idea. That's a really good idea, JT. He said they could merge wallets. That could be something that we could see possibly before before we see the minimum change, we might see them make it so you could merge some wallets. That's a good idea, JT. You're right. You want to block those fudsters? You know what? That's why we have that's why we got these bad boys. Bring it on. Bring it on, Billy. Billy? Billy, we've been waiting for 2 hours for you. What took you so long? What took you so long? We've been wondering. We were all on Twitter, like trending on Twitter right now. When Billy? Don't be a Billy. Where Billy? Billy, come back to us. Come back, Billy. Tell us what's happening. Tell us why. Tell us why are you so full of hate? Why are you so mad? What's up? Thank you, guys. Yo, yo, yo. Pew pew. What's up, guys? Can you wrench me? We fly high, bro. You are always in the stream, dude. We fly high. You're always in the stream. You seem like a swell feller. I'm gonna mod you. We fly high, but don't block people unless they're just totally heinous. Unless they're just like totally heinous, then you can block them. He needs a couple more seconds. Yeah, we're waiting. Billy, if you have any actual information, tell us more. Knocked Out Knoxville says, the whole Ripple team is in the media constantly. If there was a scam, they'd be the dumbest scammers ever. The SEC is literally breathing down the American blockchain companies' necks. Totally. I agree 100%. In fact, I think that XRP is like the poster child for digital assets. Honestly, XRP is like the poster child of digital assets. He pretty much, I think is showing up and just saying it's a scam because I think he just wants some attention. And you know what? We gave him some and he didn't have anything to say. So the possibility, I think one of the things he said before he disappeared was XRP is a scam. Don't lie. You're broke. You know what's really funny is I am kind of broke from just like putting so much money into crypto for so long, but I'm actually not broke. I actually have more money than I've ever had, which is crazy. And I'm about to like have even more money, which is crazy. It's crazy. Would you please review some XRP escrow services? Crypto Sifu says, yo, what's up? Thank you so much. Cheers. I really appreciate it. I appreciate the support. My challenge right now really is just like finding my flow again, getting my structure, my schedule set up, and like wondering like, what do I even want to do? What am I doing now? Like, what am I doing with my time and my effort and my energies? Making money is not that hard, and you can make money all kinds of ways. I'm starting to look at like, what do I really want to do? Thank you so much, man. Woo! Hear that little? I tried to get the sound over there, but I didn't know when it was coming. Would you please review some XRP escrow services? I think honestly one of the best ones is the one by Weetza. Weetz has created an escrow function. If you guys want to try it out, he has some of the parameters built in to prevent you from doing anything too crazy. You can't escrow, I think, more than a certain amount, and you can't do it for any, like, I think there's a couple of preventative things that he's put into it, but go ahead and check out that one. Go ahead and check out that one. The xrptipbot.com has escrow services put in there, so give that a go. And yeah, if you're in my stream and you're thinking like, oh man, thank you so much. G Ragu says, Fu, you are underpaid. I agree 100%. I agree 100%. For how much time I put out into this streaming and creating content for YouTube and everything, it's really not like very financially lucrative. I'm trying to definitely make content just because I love it. I make content and I put up videos and I hang out with you guys because I love this. This is great for me. I love talking. I love sharing with people. I am so excited to have people to discuss with and to share ideas with and to be part of a community. That's big stuff for me. It means a lot. And I think honestly, if you were to like put how much time and effort I put into my channel and you put it down to like an hourly wage, it's not even minimum wage. Like I could make more money at McDonald's than I do from my channel. And I just like content. I just like creating videos. I like talking about cryptos. I like learning about cryptos. And if you ever see me out in the town, like if I'm at the pull-up bar and you start talking to me, I'm just a really a really talkative guy. Like I just like to chat with people about what's going on in their life. I like chatting about what's going on in my life. I like chatting about, you know, whatever. I'm really at my heart, I'm a storyteller, I think. Like I love telling stories. I love a good story. It captivates your heart and your mind, and kind of gives you like, it's kind of like thinking in a sense, where you get to enjoy all these different possibilities and characters of yourself, and you get to like put yourself into these different possibilities of what could the outcome of my life be if I were to be more compassionate, if I were to be more you know, self-serving, and like you get to look at these different characters and how their actions kind of play back in their life. I love stories for that reason. So I'm really, more than anything else, I really just appreciate you guys letting me ramble on. Honestly, that's the best part for me, is that you guys want to listen. Yes, totally. I do in real life streams with donations that activate text to speech on a Bluetooth speaker. That sounds cool. Meowgy, that sounds really cool. Okay, so what would I do? I'd have to go somewhere where there's people in front of me, like go downtown and then set up a stream on basically like set up a desk on a corner, set my stream up, and then set my Bluetooth active text to speech on a speaker. That would be pretty cool. That'd be pretty cool. We could try that. I'd be down to try that. We could give it a go. I don't know how exactly it would work, but I'm totally down for this idea. Thinking about buying more XRP while the price is low, but have already spent a lot. Do you think it's a guarantee that we will all make profit from XRP? Jay Watson, thank you so much for chiming in. Thanks for supporting the stream, man. Thanks for being here. I cannot say guarantee, because there's no guarantees. In fact, I think that's one of the biggest things that you can, I think that's one of the biggest things you can take away from crypto, is that you can make a lot of money, you can lose a lot of money really fast, both equally as fast. There's not a guarantee that you'll be in one or the other. You know, like some people are going to just buy at the wrong time and sell at the wrong time, and that's just how it goes. Some people are going to buy at the wrong time and they're going to wait it out, sell at the right time. Some people time it perfectly. They buy at the right time, sell at the right time. They never even knew that there was a risk. They never even saw a risk, but they did take a risk. They took it willingly. So there's no guarantees at all. And in fact, the biggest thing you can talk about in crypto is that recognizing that there's not a guarantee.
You rock.
Woo! Thank you so much, Larry Las Vegas. I really appreciate it, dude. Kung Fu, you rock. No, Larry Las Vegas, you rock, bro. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And thank you so much to Crypto Sifu, John Larius, Rob Lee, Jalen. Guys, thank you so much. Let's hit a hotkey for you guys. Let's hit some investor blast off again. Love this one. Come on, hotkey, work. Okay, one more time. One more time. Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. You're worried about your savings. Totally, man. I get it. It's, hey, what's up, Shazan? Thank you. Friends from India, how are you? Yeah, don't think there's a guarantee. I gotta say, there's no guarantees. And even Ripple talks about how they basically have a really big plan. They have a dream so big it's easily laughable if you don't understand what they actually have going for them. It's a big dream. It's a big undertaking to put together like $1 billion liquidity market that anybody can access like that. It's a big challenge. It's a big challenge. Even they recognize, they said it might not work out. We have a huge undertaking and we're doing our best. So that's a good question. Thank you guys so much. Thank you so much. Paul Everett says, how do you tip you? This is a thing that you can do in streams now. They're called super chats. And basically it's right next to the emoji button. There's like a show your support for Kung Fu Nerd button. It looks like a $sign, and you can tip me, and then you say something in the tip if you want, and I set my stream to read it. If it's above, I think it's above $3 or $4. If it's above $3 or $4, it reads what you type in the stream. And that's something that we've been doing since YouTube launched super chats and launched live streams. And originally I was just doing edits all the time because I really like edits, but there's also a point at some point I realized that as much as I like to put humor and comedy and information all together, I think that it's great for me to go live and just, here I am, you know, like here I am, here's my ideas, here's me talking about this stuff, here's what I know. And I really appreciate this. I appreciate this space. It means a lot. Thank you so, so much. Yeah, it's true. And I'm, like I was saying earlier, I'm in this weird spot right now where I'm basically about to be really poor again. I just said I had, you know, more money than I've probably had in a long time, but it's about to all go to getting a new spot or getting a new place. And I'm going to be back to broke pretty much for sure. And that's one of the things that I'm okay with. I'm happily investing as much as I can into these markets because I believe in them. And again, I try not to tell you guys how much you should invest because that's up for you to decide. I try to encourage people not to compare bags and not to compare your life with other people's lives. That's one of the biggest problems I see is people, you know, if you're buying a BMW on loan just to impress your friends, and you know, it's in a year or two, it probably is not, that probably wasn't a good idea. It probably would be a better idea for you to like still drive your junker and like live at some, you know, some shack and like figure it out and make it work before you get the Beamer. And that's where I am right now. Like this is where I am at right now. I'm realizing like, I don't really need to go get a Beamer. I need to buckle down and figure out what I'm doing and make it work before I worry about, you know, some nice lavish, you know, facade. And I think that's one of the bigger things that we all deal with, especially looking at after the 2008 kind of collapse, and then people just recognizing like no one addressed that. Like no one really addressed what happened with that prop up. And if you do address it, it's kind of just like under the table. And then you have a lot of stuff that's going on. Like, thank you so much, dude. I really appreciate it. Paul, thank you, man. I really appreciate it, dude. Good work. Cheers. Should I sell my Mercedes? There it is. There's the bell.
Good work, bro.
Thank you, Paul. I appreciate it, man. It really means a lot. Thank you guys so much. And that's exactly what I'm dealing with right now is recognizing that, you know, there's a lot of people that we're paying off our debts. You know, especially if you're in the States, if you went to college, you have a student debt on your shoulders. Like there's a lot of people just living in debt, and there's so much of this, like, you know, trying to keep up with the Joneses going on. And that is crazy. That is crazy. Edward Park, thank you so much. Thinking Like a Millionaire. Alan G said, should I sell my Mercedes? I'm going to say this. I'm not going to say you shouldn't sell your Mercedes. If you have a Mercedes and you've paid it off, that's fine. That's great. That's awesome. Cheers for you. You know, what I'm saying is the quickest way to never be a shareholder of Porsche is to buy a Porsche. The quickest way to never be, you know, one of the owners of the Porsche company is to start buying Porsches. And does that make sense? Like, do you want to own a Porsche, or do you want to like own the Porsche company? Do you want to be a shareholder in the Porsche company, or do you want to own a Porsche? I think that's where people get confused, is like they want to be, you know, doing the driving the Porsche instead of owning the Porsche company. And maybe at the root of it, they actually want to own the Porsche company, and they think the way to do that is by buying a Porsche, and that's not the way to do it. That's not the way to do it. So this is a great opportunity right here for anybody that can recognize the potential of these markets and this innovation coming through. Again, I cannot tell you anything's guaranteed, and I cannot tell you what to do with your hard-earned money because we all work really hard for our money. I have real jobs that I do away from playing on the internet that make me money, and I work really hard to do them. I put a lot of my time and effort and sweat and blood and tears into these other projects, and sometimes they make me money and sometimes they don't, because I have a lot of things I'm working on that are just, you know, some are my passion projects, some are like actual just work I do. Sometimes I just pick up any gig I can. You know, I'm happily, one of my favorite stories about Robin Williams. Cheers, Robin Williams. You guys know Robin Williams. He's an amazing actor, comedian. Rest in peace. I'll read your comment in 1 second, Shazan. Robin Williams, when he was, I heard this story years ago. And it had a huge impression on me. Robin Williams is not about the playing the facade of like, I'm a movie star, look at me walking the red carpet. He's not into that. You know, he's not into that at all. He's about being a real person and Thank you guys so much. Wow. Thank you guys so much. Crypto Sifu, some real guy. Thank you guys. It means a lot. Cheers. You know Robin and Batman. Thank you guys.
The awesome work.
Thank you. Some real guy. Thank you. Thank you so much, dude. I appreciate it. Yes, he was super depressed. Robin Williams was super depressed. I thought it was going to... There we go. I knew it was going to do the second notification sound. Thank you so much, Crypto Sifu and some real guy. I really appreciate it. Let's hit this. Let's hit a hockey for you guys. This is the regulators be like.
I'm questioning you.
I have told you.
Are you deaf?
No, you is blind.
I'm not blind, you blind.
That is what I just said.
You just said what?
I did not say what. I said you.
That's what I'm asking you.
That's what I'm asking you. So awesome. Thank you so much, guys, for the support. I was just thinking about this story the other day, actually, and it was talking about Robin Williams when he was working on set in Hollywood. He had this movie role, and it was kind of away from his family and away from his community. And whenever he was done working on set at the end of the day, he actually got the makeup guy to dress him up. He got the makeup guy to, you know, make him look like someone other than Robin Williams. He went to a nearby cafe and got a job as a busser. He got a job as a busser. Imagine this. Imagine this. You're having dinner, you're having lunch, and you don't even realize the busser is Robin Williams in disguise, right? And he did this for like 6 months. He collected income. He collected income and worked as a busser in a cafe while he's filming a major motion picture, right? He's filming a major motion picture. He's a movie star. He makes plenty of money. What does he do in his off time? He plays a character. He goes and gets a job as a busser, and that's what he does. And he probably had a bunch of unique conversations and probably shared a lot of light with a lot of people inside that community. You know, probably never told them he was Robin Williams. He probably just was just doing whatever, just doing his thing. And, you know, Robin Williams he was super depressed. He was, I think I've heard a lot of times people talk about some of the people you think are the happiest are actually in some of the darkest spaces, but they know how important it is to push that positivity, to push that community, to push that, like, it's okay, we got this, let's pull together. And there's a lot of cool stories about him like that. There's a lot of cool stories about him like that where, you know, he's really looking to the bigger picture. He's not looking at the micro of right now of like how to make sure I look cool for my friends on Instagram. He's looking at how do I make an impact? How do I make a positive impact in the people around me, in their lives? And how do I really like challenge myself, challenge my ego, challenge my, you know, my story, challenge my narrative. And I thought that was one of the coolest things I'd ever heard when I heard he was like working as a busser just to do it, just to like dress up as a character and go work as a busser to see the world from a different lens, right? Because people, especially when you become someone that people recognize, they treat you like that person. You are literally pigeonholed into the experience of now you're this person everywhere you go. So that was, to me, was mind-blowing. I was like, this guy's a legend. This guy's a legend. Great point. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. Hey, what's up? He is a legend for sure. Well, we had a crash. We had like a weird crash like an hour ago, and then we decided, you know what? We're just going to keep going. We just thought we're going to just keep doing this thing because we wanted to share more and start a whole new stream. So we changed. Woo! Thank you, G Ragu. I really appreciate it, dude. We changed the name of the stream, and we just did a whole nother one. So here we go. Thanks so much, guys. I really appreciate you guys for coming back. I know we had a crash, and we came back, and I know we kind of covered some of the similar information, but in a different way. Awesome stuff. Cheers. Thank you so much. Oh, Shazan, right, your comment. Okay, Shazan's comment. What's your thoughts of all the Ripple Insider? Are they true, or are they just fooling around? All the stupid coins are like 100 USD. Why XRP is so less with so many partnerships and even mini use case? Please explain. Shazan, that's a great question. I had a video that I was thinking about doing where we just do like 9 hacks of crypto, and that'll be covered in that video. But because you're here and asking that question, we will cover it right now. The reason that XRP is 30 cents while other coins like Ethereum are $100 is because of the circulating supply. So the fact that XRP has way more coins in the ecosystem, way more as in like billions more. Ethereum only has a total of 103 million Ethereum tokens. XRP right now in circulating supply has almost 41 billion. So it's a little bit bigger of a circulating supply, which means that each token is going to have way less value per token at the same market cap point of similar tokens that have a higher price point. So that's a great question to look at. And that's one of the things that's just kind of something to think about as far as like why they make those, that a billion. Do we need to expect like a, that's going to be, we need all those tokens? Is there a reason there's 100 billion instead of 21 million as there are for Bitcoin? Is 21 million kind of like a test amount? Is 100 billion almost too little? If you were to take all the XRP tokens in the world and divide them amongst all the people in the world, I think we each get like 4. I think we each get 4 or something like that. So that's a big question to think about if you if you're wondering like, well, how many XRP do I need? Probably more than 4. Probably more than 4 would be a good amount. More than, I think if you hold more than 200, if you hold more than 300 XRP, I think you're inside the top like 20% already, something like that. I think a majority of people maybe watched my like 20K video and were like, oh, that's legit, I'm gonna buy 5. And so my bad, oops. The majority of people holding like less than 300, that's fine. Honestly, that's fine. That seems great. That seems great. Any amount that you can hold is good. I appreciate you guys so much. It really means a lot. Don't forget we have the giveaway for the Ledger Nano. We're trying to figure out how to do it. Maybe we'll finally do it tomorrow on stream and give it away to somebody that deserves this ledger because we want you guys to keep your funds safe. We're going to do the video where we talk about it. We have mine. I'm going to review mine, and then we'll be like, here's a new one. You can have it. And we'll talk about the controlling the private keys and why not to use a USB drive and all those similar things. And that's, you know, that's possibly what today's edit will be like. I also have that edit that's like a vlog style edit that I did yesterday, and I was like, this is horrible. It's just, the sound's not good. The camera's shaky. Let's post it anyway. Let's post it to YouTube anyway. Jay Watson says there's an article saying Bitcoin and crypto is dead, and some say it will do well in 2019 and 2020. Why is so much conflicting info on the net? Well, people often can just put whatever they want on the internet. So that's why there's conflicting information. Everyone has an opinion, and most people are happy to share it. I think, especially in crypto, all of a sudden, everyone's a professional. All of a sudden, everyone's a influencer. All of a sudden, everyone knows everything. It seems perfect. And can I post XRP rich list? You can. I can, and another mod can. Paul Everett, you can post things to my Twitter or to my subreddit, but I actually have limited that you have to be a mod to put a link into the chat because I get so many people that spam my chat with links to things. But the XRP rich list is a great way to check out your relationship, your status. I can post it. I can post it. There it is. Oh, there we go. Mike Smith did it. Thank you so much, Mike Smith. I appreciate it, man. So yeah, we have a couple of videos coming out, and we're happy to be here. I really appreciate you guys. It means a lot. I know for a minute, it's been like a month since I had my regular streams kind of going, and the times were kind of up and down, and things are all over the place. So I really appreciate you guys that have your notification bells stuck on, and you're here to support the KFN Army movement. And also, I'm here to support you. I'm here to support you and your financial freedom, your physical freedom, your emotional freedom, the ability for us to kind of do well, prosper, and benefit from this space, the moment of now. That's what we can do. The best we can do, take our best foot, put it forward, and keep doing that. Success takes sacrifice, etc., etc. Thank you guys so much. If you guys haven't already, you can check out the video. I think it's how low will it go? We're going to put another video up, how high will it go? That would be a fun video. And we also have the 30% off the XRP, the Ledger Nano until the end of the year. We have the $5 in cash. You can get free $5 in the Cash App. You can get a free stock in Robinhood. You can get $10 in the Uphold. All these things are in the links. All these things are in the links. And the new merch. That's right. The new merch giveaway. Go retweet. Cheers. You guys are beautiful. You guys are so beautiful and amazing. It's a really beautiful day in Austin. It's a beautiful day, hopefully, wherever you are. Go get some sun and some water and have a good time. Cheers. Cheers. Thank you guys so much. So much Fu, if G Ragu just dropped this comment. Fu, if the global financial system is so massive that it won't care if XRP is worth 2 or 2,000, it could have a 50 trillion market cap because there's no limit. That is.
Will increase XRP price and Merry Christmas, everyone. Happy
Woo.
New Year.
Thank you so much, William May. I really appreciate it. G Ragu was talking about how there's no limit. I'm going to say yes. Yes. I'm not going to put a limit on it. And William May, thank you so much for the support. And also, thanks for this question. How can we explain volume increasing price? And there's actually a lot of data to show that they're not directly correlated, right? There's not a direct correlation between volume and price, but there is a correlation between volume and price. It sounds counterintuitive. It sounds paradoxical. But as we see the volume increase, the volatility decreases. The more volume we can see, the more liquidity, right? So the more volume, the less volatility, the more liquidity, the more use case. And that's kind of like a compounding cycle. It compounds on itself. So the more volume that comes through the ledger, the less volatile the price is, the more you can move value on the ledger without causing slippage, as much slippage to the price. That again creates the incentive for more use case, which creates more volume, which creates more liquidity, which creates more use case. It's really interesting. It's really interesting to look at. So yeah, it's not direct, but it is correlated. And it's not directly correlated, but it is. It is. Hope that makes sense. Great question, though. Volume increasing the XRP price through the liquidity, through the lack of volatility, and that's about it. That's it. That's it. So if you were to look at that, we'll do it in another video. We'll have to talk about that more another time. We're about to say bye. And that's a good question. We have a whole video about that actually on the channel, talking about how volume does and doesn't affect price, looking at some of the traditional financial markets and what volume does for stock prices. Go look at that video. There's a good idea. There. Cheers. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate the support. We'll do a whole video about that if you really want. It means a lot. I appreciate you guys. Have a great day. Until I see you next time.
Brought to you by your team. No.